Hey, good day, good day, good day. Hey, thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I'm your host, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs. Hey, listen, right now is, man, each and every day that you wake up, man, be thankful, man. Be thankful, man. Be, inspire. Be happy, man. Every time you wake up and you open up those big eyes and you're able to take a deep breath, just say right now is, man, thank you. Thank you, our Father in heaven, or Allah, whatever you believe in. Thank you, because it's a blessing. How many people didn't wake up today? Sit back and think about it. How many people wish they can trade places with you today? How many people, whatever they might be going through, whether they're going through health issue, whether they go through loss of job, homeless, hunger, whatever issue they're going through, mental, you know what I'm saying right now is how many people wish that they can be you or be in a better predicament. The difference is right now what we have to do is stay focused, stay prayed up, and guess what? All things is possible. All things possible. Anyway, listen, like I say, thank you for joining me. What I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to go back into time. I'm going to tell you a little story. I remember coming home, like 1984. I came home about 20, about to turn 21. And you know what? You got full felony conviction. So, you want to do the right thing. And after a while, after a few months being home, you can't find jobs or you find little odds and end job. But the difference is right now is I'm 20, just turned 21. I got full felonies. Who's going to hire me? And if they hire me, what type of real job am I going to get? How am I going to be able to provide? But the difference is, guess what? I don't have nobody to blame but myself. Because as a young knucklehead, I was out there picking up the brick, thrown at the prison wall for absolutely nothing. I was out there committing crime. I was out there breaking in people's house, sticking up, shooting people. For what? Wanting to be down. And a lot of times you don't understand, even as a young person, you got to be cautious of what you do from the very beginning. Because what you do in your early age have the tendency of catching up to you and will bite you in your behind in your later years. Sit back and think about it. So by the time I was, 16, I caught my first felony, caught another case. By the time 17, caught 2 more felonies. By the time I was 18, I was already convicted 4 felonies. 4 felony conviction. 5 years probation in Manhattan. 5 years probation in Brooklyn, youth offender. You know what I'm saying? Robbery, felony charge in Queens. Another robbery, felony charge in Brooklyn. So here it is when I came out, 21, 4 felonies. Man, I set myself up to fail. I set myself up to really become a career criminal. So now that I came home after doing 3.5 years, I'm out, can't find really a decent job. So, you start hanging out with people that you met on the inside. And one guy in particular I met was Frenchie. Frenchie, right now, may his soul rest in peace. Frenchie was a hell of a dude, man. Great guy, like I say, and he was about his business, man. He was a professional stick-up kid. Stick up. So the difference is I remember right now coming home and, meeting up with him or whatever and another guy. And we used to go out. We used to go out there to South Jamaicaqueens. And we used to sit on some of the folks. Some of the folks used to have us sit on, like I say, on the Corleys. I think Corley was in jail at the time, but his right-hand man was Head. And I think his wife's name was Kichi, whatever. So the difference is we was out there for days, weeks, sitting on him. Waiting for the opportunity, like it's in the dark. And, as soon as we see them, gonna snatch them up, gunpoint, and get them to take us, where the money and the drugs at. And you know what? Listen, we playing Russian roulette, but that's what desperate people do because you want that bag. You want that fast bag. And they was getting it. They was known for getting, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands a day. So you know what? We know that. They know that. So like I told you, sometime we'll come around the area, cruise up in the car, switch up into another car, tint the window, and we used to park and wait where they used to be at or whatever. And like I told you, man, listen, man, that was the most boring, bootleg job I've ever had. Because guess what? As you waiting for the opportunity, it sound good. But then again, man, you falling asleep in the car, and nothing happening. Okay? So the difference was, man, I say, man, look, after a while, after a couple of weeks of doing this with him and we didn't get anything or whatever, it's like I'm wasting my time. So I stopped and I left off or whatever. But like I say, he continued. Frenchie continued, like hitting everybody. Anybody in Queens that was somebody and they had a spot, chances are Frenchie hit him. Now, right now, I remember one particular hit that he got. And right now is the particular hit was against the Supreme team. And he stuck them up. And I believe right now he hit the spot for like 50. And whoa, once they found out Frenchie did it, okay, Supreme team is strong. And they want to go after Frenchie. You know, they had it plotted. You know, they want to get him. But the difference is right now is always remember, people, a lot of times, it's like a lot of times people get saved based upon who you are and who you know. And Frenchie brother, Born was strong. And the difference is right now is like when these guys want to strap up, you know what I'm saying, and go after Frenchie, they know right now in order to get him, chances are he going to get them or some of them. But the difference is, like, if somebody violated, guess what you got to do, man? You got to set an example. And despite Frenchie was, a badass, they was going after him. But just so happened, happened to be 5% of him. So the difference is right now is he was able to, I don't know whether it was Supreme or Prince, I believe it was Prince. They was able to work something out. They was able to squash it. A soft squash. And what I mean by a soft squash, they was able to come to a conclusion that no, it was going to be no retaliation and they was going to hit Frenchie. Okay. As time went on, Frenchie kept being Frenchie. Frenchie kept doing him. But he didn't hit no more Supreme in them, establishment. Approximately 1 year later, Born died. Frenchie brother was murdered. So sit back. Once Born was murdered, I like to say probably less than a week, from my understanding, the Supreme team, from my understanding, allegedly supposed to have exact revenge and wind up getting Frenchie for that act. And sometime right now, like folks, like I say, Born was gone. So the legion or the agreement or the soft squash was based upon Born and Born reputation. And don't get me wrong, like I told you, Frenchie was a man. He had respect on the inside and on the outside. But the difference is right now is, guess what? Once that, that mediator, that peacemaker, or that bond was there, once Born died, those guys went after him. And what people got to understand is this, folks. Listen, man, all that life is a bunch of foolishness. Because once again, if we all had the chance to do it all over again, we would have done something totally, totally different. Why? Because once again, man, only thing we was doing is destroying our own, destroying our people, hurting, killing our people. Over what? Money. Over what? Drugs. Over what? Because we felt somebody cross the line and they violated. They disrespect us. They knew better to go against our crew, our team. They know what we's all about. But hold on, wait a minute here. We should not have been in that predicament in the first place. But yet and still we was. And that's the difference. And even as you sit back and think about it, guess what? That was then, this is now, but for some reason starting to see that history starting to repeat itself. It's like the value for a life is nothing no more. People is not valuing their life. They're not even valuing their own life. Because if they were valuing their own life, they wouldn't be out there participating in some of this idiotic behavior and movement that they're doing. Folks, we have to be better than that. Like I say, I was once the problem. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be part of the solution by sharing my life experience, my story, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the ugly, and trying to hopefully reach out and get someone that's out there that's listening to get them to stop them in their track. And like, man, what am I doing for my life? Do I want to end up like that guy, Brian Glaze Gibbs? Do I want to end up like Gerald Prince Miller, Howard Pappy Mason, Supreme McGriff, Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols, Baby Sam, Uzi Edwards? It's so many, man. Alpo, so many. Unique, Mecca Audio, Miss T, my man Samson Style. Do I want to end up like that? No, you want to be better than that. We got stories out there to get y'all to listen. I'm not here, and they not there to glamorize it. The difference is that's just the lifestyle that we got caught up into. And right now, we should have known better. And we should have basically taken heed. Like right now, I kept making mistake. Because I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be down. I wanted to be a part of that street life. And like I'm trying to tell you, it's overrated. Like to me, go to school. Get a good education. Apply for different jobs. Make a career. Retire. Get a 401k plan. Be smart about your credit. Right now, start building property. Start renting out property. That's what life is all about. And to me right now, my name is Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my ministry. And no, I am not your typical minister. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Listen, check me out. You see that post in the back? That's the Brian Glaze Gibbs story, Beyond Lucky. If I can change, anybody can change. I got a book out. Get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book. You know what I'm saying? Crack, Money, Murder, Redemption. By emailing me, Brian, BRIAN, GIBBS 1201 at yahoo.com. Hey, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on Instagram, Brian Glaze Gibbs. Thank you very much, and everybody have yourself a tremendous Thursday. And hey, tomorrow's Good Friday. Thank you. One love.